Joining us now on Blitz is Coach Sam Borg of the White County Warriors. Sam, first of all, just always appreciate your time. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for what you do.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting finish to the season for you guys, although not the finish you wanted, but getting to the state playoffs for the first time in a few years, certainly something I'm sure you got to be pleased about.
Yeah, definitely. We had a group that was hungry for it. Like you said, we missed out the last 2 years, so these seniors wanted it pretty bad, and I'm happy for the kids that they got to experience state again.
Absolutely. Unfortunately, you had a really tough draw playing Sandy Creek on the road.
Yep.
Walk us through what that atmosphere was like and just how good of a team that was, and maybe some things that you liked that you saw from your team in that game.
Yeah, sure. I was proud of our kids. We played very hard. The first quarter, they really hit us in the mouth. They have a kind of another level group down there. I think they have what it takes to win the state championship. If they play well moving forward, they could win 4A. So they have 4 kids that are 6'8", and then they have a bunch of other, all their guards are all about 6'4". So a lot of length, and they're not just big. They can play basketball too. So we kind of took away the paint, and they ended up making 9 3-pointers, and they shot 53% from the field.
Wow.
For the game. So it was very difficult. They put it on us early in the first quarter, and we kind of played even the rest of the game after they had already got a big lead on us. So I was proud of our kids for fighting. We never – let's see, the score was pretty bad, but we never really gave in. We kept fighting and playing defense and rebounding and scrapping, and I was proud of our kids for that. I think the lesson we learned from it was you have to all the kids that are coming back understand now how seeding works, and you want to have a good seed coming out of the region tournament
Yeah.
to have a better chance when you get to the playoffs.
Very true, and as you mentioned too, this is kind of like a building block for next year. You finished the season 17-11, 5-3 within region. So, like you said, maybe just a couple of those region games in a different direction, and you get a better seeding. What's the outlook already for next year? I know you got a young guy in Austin Harris. I know is one playmaker coming back for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. We graduate 3 seniors who've been good leaders for us. John Ward's a really special player, so we're losing him. But other than that, we have a really good group. The rest of our kids are all coming back, and we have some pretty good young players in the program. So we're excited about it. And like I said, I think for the returning players going to Sandy Creek and playing at that level in that environment, it just makes you hungry to want to get back, and it also makes you hungry to try to get a better seeding. And they change the brackets every year to where we might match up against a different region as well. That region that we matched up with was a powerhouse region. So you want to play at Sandy Creek, but you don't want that to happen until like an Elite Eight or a Final Four game.
Right.
You don't want to play them in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, how soon for you do you typically? Because I know you double up with cross country too, but how soon do you kind of start? Putting this season to bed and looking toward next season for basketball. Maybe just some little things you do with the guys in between.
Yeah, sure. We a couple of weeks out, we'll have our banquet to kind of put the final chapter on this season, celebrate these seniors, and talk about what this team was able to accomplish. We had, I think we had a lot of doubters probably outside of our program because we graduated a great class. Last year's group was very talented and had a lot of young kids. So a lot of JV kids had to play a lot this year. So we're happy about getting the 17 wins and getting the state. But to answer your question, I usually give them about a month off. They usually run off and they're doing track and soccer and tennis and baseball.
Yeah.
And they're busy kids. So we'll get our summer schedules. Already have some ideas of what camps we'll play. And spring break or so, we really start hitting workouts pretty hard. You can work with 2 kids at a time.
Yeah.
In the spring, so we keep a busy gym full of working with 2 kids at a time, getting ready for the summer. So we'll be looking forward to that. Can't wait to. The season's been over for 2 days, but we're ready to get back at it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's funny though because some people have that misconception that nobody picks up a basketball until probably October or so. But
yeah.
We know differently that throughout the spring and summer you're already getting back to work. But last question for you, I'll let you go. But you kind of alluded to how special John Ward was as a player. Kind of put that a little more into words. Expand on that. What kind of talent do you see him having at the next level?
Yeah, definitely. He's 6'5" and a wing. He's got really good length. I think he has great potential at the college level. He's just kind of a late bloomer for us. He wasn't really a factor until his junior year. Just growing up and kind of growing into that body, and his skill set is just now coming along. So, he led us in scoring and rebounding and block shots, and at times he was our best ball handler out on the floor. And didn't really have a whole lot of help. We had kind of a younger, inexperienced group to play with this year. So everything we did, it's a team game, but John did a great job of leading our group and putting our team on his back in many moments. He's really an unselfish player, honestly. He's not a, kind of a go put up a lot of shots type of player. So his stats could be higher, but he's a very willing passer, and he believes that it takes a team to win a game. So you almost have to call plays for him and tell him, John, go shoot it. This play's for you. You got to go score.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He's a fun kid. I'm going to miss him. He gets to play in the North Georgia All-Star Classics coming up on March 18th at Gainesville.
Cool.
It's become kind of a fun event, and we'll be able to watch him put on a White County jersey one more time.
Good.
In that
Yeah.
All-Star game.
Yeah, and I'm sure that unselfish play you were talking about hopefully rubbed off on some of these young guys. But Coach, thanks again so much for your time. Always appreciate it, and looking forward to cross-country season and next basketball season as well.
Yep, sounds great. Thanks, Brian, for what you do. Appreciate it.
Thanks.